It's my money. Relax. Just worry about your money. Just the opinions, I'm just like, ugh. Oh, it's like, ugh. Child, let's talk. So daddy is daddying. Okay, so I had in mind to do a different video, but daddied. Okay, daddy is daddying. Meaning, dad has to clear his chest. And I don't know. It's like, ugh. Cancer sucks, so you do things to make the memory of it. So now, if you're a daddy's girl, say whenever your dad wants to show up and be a dad, you have to kind of let him. And I'm 30 years old, but my dad still thinks I'm his baby girl, which is cool. I'll be baby girl. Comes with some good perks, I'll be honest. But then sometimes, just the opinions, I'm just like, get that out of here. But it's okay. So, just a little kind of like background tease or whatever. Basically, I'm in a long distance relationship, blah. And love my man, but he met my dad for the first time this weekend. It's not that I was okay, here's the thing. I was avoiding it because me and my dad was beefing. And you're not going to meet my man when we beefing, because if you say the wrong thing, I might interject and I might have a problem. But we're all on the same page now and everyone's met my man but my dad. So I'm like, all right, cool. Meet my dad. And if I have never said before, which I know I have, cancer sucks. And so I didn't want him to meet my dad when he wasn't feeling well, so meaning when he was sick or whatever. And then 2, I didn't want him to meet my dad when we was beefing, because we can knuckle up about my man. It's like, I'm never picking my man over my dad, but my dad be trying it and me, and so like I just be feeling the type of way. But anyway, he met my boyfriend. My boyfriend gave this little 1-2 is this thing on. And so my dad called me today on my way to the gym, and he was like, you know, how much was the comedy show? How much was your tickets? What? Why? I said, why are you pocket watching? And he was like, I'm not pocket watching. I just want to know because I want to give you some money or whatever. And I was just like, you know, don't give me money for that. Give me money for this. I can't divulge that business, but don't worry about it. And so I was just like, well, I think you're asking the wrong question. Like, really what you need to ask is who paid for what. So he was assuming that because I paid for the comedy show for my boyfriend and my brother, that he wanted to kind of like dad the moment and pay me back so that a lady didn't pay for 2 men. But that wasn't even the case. Mind you, we was out to eat and my boyfriend paid for all the food except for my brother got a latte. And mind you, we was in a hotel for 5 to 6 days. My man paid for that. I'm just like, stop pocket watching. Stop trying to trip for me when I'm not tripping. And I can decide when I want to treat my man and my brother when I want to. I'm grown. I got a job. I can afford it. You know what I mean? Just take it yours. Take it what I need you to take care of. That's all I'm saying. You pocket watching the wrong pockets. Get back to it. And so we get off the phone. I go to the gym. Boom. I had in my head like, yeah, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. Well, he calls me and dad starts daddying again because he had time to think about it. So dad basically was just like, oh, you know, it was nice meeting your boyfriend, but I just want to make sure you're making the right decisions. I just want to make sure you're thinking things through. I just want to make sure that you're not rushing it. And I think part of the dad's dadding is that they want to make sure you are making sound decisions in any way they can, give you some advice. They want to. So my dad has had his fair share of relationship experience. So is he experienced? Yeah, sure, certainly. He's been married before and he has children, and he has had dates, whatever. But my situation is not your situation. Now, 23, matter of fact, 27-year-old me might got the time to argue, to just be like, well, you don't know what you're talking about. Yes, I do. See, that's why I don't talk to you now. That's why you don't ask the right questions now. That's why I don't talk to you. And I like to hit below the belt. I like to say matter of fact things that we both know are true, but we like kind of don't address the truth. You know what I mean? That's when I pull them out. And so this time I was just like, Jazz, like, you really need to practice that, yeah, okay, I understand. Yeah. Well, whenever you're ready, I can give you my opinion. We can talk about it. It's okay now? Is it safe? Okay, great. So what I was thinking was, and I get that I probably don't share information with, I don't volunteer information. I mean, I say what I want to say, but like, if I'm still thinking through what I want for myself, then there's nothing to share. So I plan on moving, Lord knows when. When I would secure this bag, then I'm gonna move. But we do have a time frame that my boyfriend and I are looking at, right? And so basically, like, I don't feel the need as a 30-year-old to have a house. I know growing up, house, you graduate college, you get a house, right? Me personally, I'm not tripping. I can live here, I can live there. And at this point, I just finally, I'm getting ready to move again. So if I even had a house, like, what would I do with it? Yes, I could rent it out, but I'm going to rent between states. I don't want to do that. Like, there's other ways to invest your money. There's other ways for tax breaks. And I have something else that I'm interested in pursuing. But right now, I need to pick a state. Okay? And when I pick that state, then I'm going to decide to go into a house. And he's like, well, this and this and this. And I'm just like, mind you, the money this money not just sitting there. The money is going to go somewhere. But relax. It's my money. Relax. Just worry about your money. And I just had to remind him, he has a few affairs that will need to be tended to, which will cost money. Okay? I think he thinks I'm not even thinking about this stuff, but like, baby, I got plans. I have multiple plans. Plan A, plan B, plan C, plan D, plan E, plan F. I probably got about 6 of them. So I just decided to share this much. Don't share too much with the daddies, because then the daddy's gonna start daddying again. And it's never gonna be enough. When you're a daddy's baby girl, baby, he never gonna amount to, he or she, whatever you're into, or they, never gonna amount to what daddies want. Eventually, it's gonna be one thing that they do that your daddy be like, I knew they was the one. And you're like, but I've been telling you that for 15 years. What? And so I'm done appeasing my dad based on who I date. I support my partner in affirming them, but I don't need to check that box, and I give them just enough. But one thing for sure, don't share too much unless you need daddy to roll out with the, don't give too much, because daddy's gonna hold that against them, and daddy's gonna start daddying. So do you get what I mean by daddies be daddying? Yeah, it's a thing. It's a real thing. And so he just kind of threw me off with the daddying, and child. But I'm gonna let him have it, and I did good. So therapy on Thursday, tomorrow, know me, because we gonna bring this thing full circle. I'm practicing my yeah, yes, that's okay. And I did tell daddy about certain experiences that I had recently. And I just think, like, as a parent, you are supposed to say certain things. As a close friend, or as a sibling, or as a mom, I mean, just whatever your social role, you're supposed to say certain things. And so Daddy gave me those experiences. But the point is, cancer sucks. Point blank, period. I don't care how you put it. Put it wherever you want to. Put it in a paper bag. Put it up your butthole. Put it next to, I'm not even going to say that, but put it somewhere safe. Because one thing's for sure, two things for certain, cancer sucks. And that's what I remember. Let's have this daddy experience. Old me want to be like, oh, shut. But older me is like, daddy just wants to have this daddy experience. And I'm going to look back at this and I'm going to want the daddy experience too. I think that's the summation of this whole thing. I'm going to look back and I'm going to want it also. And if I shut it down and it ends in an argument, I might, be like, dang, I didn't have to be so hard in that situation. I could have listened more. I could have added less. I could have shared more. I could have, coulda, woulda, shoulda, and I didn't, and so I love my daddy. I love my daddy dearest. I'm the only one that come for his neck crazy. Okay, that's me. And he called me mom. Okay, that's me. That's her. That's she. If your dad is still here, if you're missing your dad, if you have someone that acts as a dad, because my brother is my second father, just think about this. Maybe this is just a moment to share between the two of you that you may remember for a long time. That's all I got to say. That's it. That's that. That's it. That's all. That's it. Now let me go back to the scheduled program of what I was doing. And have a great night. Bye, guys.